Good day, everyone. Are you having a marvelous, super great, fantastic, superb, wonderful, stupendous, outrageous, terrific, unbelievable, even to the point of being eggishly, fantastically, perfectly wonderful day like I am? Because I'm the basket case. Today I'm going to talk about my hobby. Well, my family does not consider it a hobby. A mental disease? Collecting fountain pens and ink. Yeah, they're not happy with it. Because I've only been in it for like, what, 3 years? Maybe not even. And I've collected a lot of pens and inks. It's becoming I'm not sure what the word is. But anyway, I'm gonna say hobby. Anyway, I have like 200 plus bottles of ink. I'll grant you some of them are, I'd say about half of them are on the smaller end, like 15 milliliters. But then I have a lot of 30, 50, and 80 milliliters. So I've got ink for quite a while, over 100 plus years, because I only use like 5 milliliters of ink per week. So I've got ink to spare. So, and now that I'm cutting down on my work, I'm not using as much. I'm not taking in the money, so I have to buy a lot less ink. Anyway, today I'm going to talk to you about pens. Today, like, one of the first pens I decided to get is the Wordsworth and Black pens and stuff like that. I know some people dislike them. I saw a video of them saying all the bad things about their wooden pens and stuff like that. And yes, I'm not totally crazy about their wooden pens and stuff like that. They're bamboo pens, actually. But I started my collection with a nice bamboo pen from there, and it looked pretty good. It worked very good, but I actually prefer their other. Then I started buying their other pens. Once I had like a couple of their bamboo pens and stuff like that, I decided to try their other pens. I preferred them better. As example, this one. Okay, I have the two of the pens. They come in nice, vibrant colors. They're very simplistic, smooth. The bottom is somewhat tapered a little bit, so it can go into your pocket much more easily. They have their problems. Price is not one of them. They're about $40 or so, and you get six ink cartridges with it, plus a nice pen. Like, these pens are like 2-3 years old, and I've been using them a lot, and mostly for work. So yes, they have fallen out of my pocket onto the ground, and I use them to write my bills, and they have worked very well. They do have their problems. What I don't like, the things I like about it is the color, their design, and how they go into the pocket and fit into the pocket. It's very nice, very nice, and that they have multiple colors. So those are the positive points on it. And the price. The price is very good. Like I said, $40 for a pen plus ink. Comes in a nice box. So yes, those are the positive points on it. Negative points. Well, this one doesn't have. Okay, let me try the other one and stuff like that. That has. This one's empty, and it has. I gotta clean this out. This pen. Okay, yeah. Oh shit! I get this one again too. Well, that's okay. Let me explain. They have a converter for here. A reusable one. Okay, converter, and can only be used with the Wordsworth and black pens. And only this style of pens too. It doesn't even go with all their stuff. Like their wooden pens. Well, actually, no. Yeah. Well, okay. No. The writing part of it and stuff like that. The nibs are interchangeable with this style, but not with their fountain pens, which I disliked. But the converters are okay. And the whole thing is, what I like, if you're going to be using the cartridges, which a standard cartridge will actually fit in here. Go figure. But their converters do not. The converters are only good for these pens. They're not standard, which I found a little weird. But okay. That's one of the things I don't like about them and stuff like that. And finding a nib, if your nib some gets damaged and stuff like that, okay, let's put it this way. These pens are not the most expensive ones, and they have a tendency to, well, I wouldn't say break. I haven't had very many break and stuff like that, except for the converters. They are cheaply made. So I'll go with that. So otherwise, they've been lasting me quite a while. They are nice to look at. Well, actually, you can see sort of like this one. Actually, the paint is actually scraped. But I've used this one a lot. I've used this one. This one has fared somewhat better. And I've probably used these pens about the same amount. Probably. This one is probably falling a few. Maybe this one has fallen a few more times. I'm not too sure. But good price? Yeah. They write well? Yes. I have found them stuff like that. They actually write very well. Actually, this is not even my first pen. My first pens were like the cheap ones. Oh my God, they were like $5 a pen, and I would advise you not to get those ones. I would say you'd have to actually spend at least minimum $20 to $25 for a fountain pen if you want a half decent one that writes well. Like those ones look like they were $5. I used them once. I cleaned them up, and a second time, even using the same ink, it did not write as well. Well, one, they're cheap, and I had much more problems with it. To a point and stuff like that, I got so frustrated. I just threw them out. I don't have any more of those. I just don't have any more of those. So I decided to go with something a little bit more better. And I decided on these ones. I looked at a whole bunch of different ones and stuff like that. And I was looking for colors. I wanted a lot of different colors because the whole thing is pink pen, pink ink. Blue pen, blue ink. So I decided these ones. And I'm very happy with the choice. Except for trying to find the cartridges for them. Well, not the cartridges, I'm sorry, and stuff like the converters. So you can put different inks and different from different companies' inks and stuff. Because I have dozens of pink inks, and I have dozens, if not more, blue inks and black inks, and I have all these colors. So you want different. You got to change. You got to clean these up every time you put a different ink from a different manufacturer from it. If you don't want, if you want the true color from it. Anyway, these work well. They're not too expensive. I'll grant you and all that. They're a UK company. As they design the pens, they don't manufacture them. I'm not sure where they do, but I'm pretty sure they're from China. like everything else in the world. But they're a pretty good pen. So I would say if you want to start writing with fountain pens and don't know where to start, I start with these ones. I wouldn't go for a very expensive. Are they better than the cheap pens? Yes. But the whole thing is that this one from a cheapest $5 pens, and this one is about a 40. Is it 8 times better? I would say more like 20 or 30 times better in writing. This one. Much, much better. But are my $200 pens like 5 times better than this? I wouldn't say that. Are they, I'd say, twice as good? Yeah, maybe a little bit more. I'm not sure. I don't know how to compare. In writing, how much do I enjoy writing with a pen? That is where it is. And it has to have a lot of things. Looks, style, how it feels in the hand, how the ink flows on the paper. But that has to do with the ink too. And how it functions. Like for a work pen, where I was doing bills for customers, this is good. I wouldn't use a $200 pen for that. Hell no, it's too expensive. You don't need that. My $200 pens are only for use at home. That's it. These ones, a nice, good work pen. It's a workhorse, basically. It works and works and works. Except finding that's why I'm using that's why I'm using the cartridges on these ones and stuff like that, because the converters here some of them have broken down on me. I grant you I probably have like 10 of these pens or more, so I have a few converters. But trying to find converters for these things, I'm not paying. When I'm paying $40 for a pen, I'm not paying $20 for a bloody converter, which I can get for like $1 for the international brands. That's why I've changed to a different style of pen, which have the nibs. You can buy nibs online, and you can buy the converter online. They use international things, and their writing is compatible to this. I would say I still prefer writing with these ones more, but price is not everything, but it's a lot. Okay, that's it for today's episode. Thank you very much, and have a wonderful day. Oh, that's some good tea.